There's my co-host Vic. Vic, hello, how are you?
Hello, hello. Welcome to Web Vision's podcast. Hi, Shlomo. Nice to meet you.
Meet me? You mean know me forever? We're stuck with each other. If you guys are watching us on YouTube and not just listening to us, you'll be blessed with my Christmas sweater. I'll do a quick little pan down. You know, we are heading into this may be our last one. No, I think we're going to do one more this week if Vic has time. We don't know
Probably,
yet. Maybe we'll
but
see how it goes.
we are heading into the Christmas time with a very nice Christmas rally in crypto and markets, And let's talk a little bit more about crypto landscape, which we had right now. There are just insane traction at the moment, which all the community was missing during this year. So good time to remember like about
Yeah.
Web3 and stuff.
Now, here's a question for you because you've been working in blockchain for longer than I have. I'm like on year 4, and you're like on
Okay.
year 10, right?
Yep.
Um, since I've been involved here, speaking of the bull, I feel this time every year there's a run. Is
Exactly.
that true? It's like all of a sudden, just like how we already feel we have to spend money during the holidays at the end of the year, crypto goes up this time of year, it seems, since I've been involved the last 3 4 years.
Exactly. This is called Christmas rally or something like this, and it tend to happen more often than not in stocks and in crypto. So every
Oh,
time is a
it's
different
stock.
narrative.
Stocks do that as well.
Yeah, of course, there is a huge reaction in traditional finance, TradFi. Okay, right now,
Hmm.
it also started like almost the same time which crypto ran, and Dow Jones made like all-time highs and so on, and everything is looks like booming. Yeah, but economy
Right, exactly.
has
Welcome
its
to
own opinion.
Welcome to the holiday season. Speaking of the holiday season, no one knows how to extract money from their audience better than Donald J. Trump. Let's just start off with the fun stuff. Trump has launched his third NFT collection. This is his mugshot collection, which is pretty ridiculous. Do we want to put up the page? Um, Let me get it out. Well, there's a couple interesting things about this collection. Let's put it up. One, when we think about his user base, they are actually not his real audience, right? It's not so much a bunch of mega people buying these as much as crypto people buying or NFT speculators buying them, right? Because they get in there first. But what makes it interesting is all those speculators are getting angry because this is now the third collection. Let me press present here. This is the third collection, and now it's starting. People are starting to feel it's diluting the brand, right? There's just too many. But let me show you something interesting about this. So these cards are $99. And this is something I always talk about. I love that they're not giving a crypto price. I love that it's 99 fiat dollars, even though you can pay to this. We now have wallets that will deal with fiat and coins, so that's nothing new. So here's his mugshot collection, making sure you know the first 2 series sold out in hours. Right now, this is up. You buy them for 100, and I think they're going for about 350. They just went up. I don't really know. Here, like I don't know the value of these things. Do your own research, sort of things. This is my favorite part, where it comes with the physical part of the collection. You get a piece of his jacket that he wore to his mug when he got arrested on August 24th. Um, That's fun. That is actually fun. He had it. When you think about NFTs, you think about provenance and art. He had this thing of praise that by Nears, I mean, which is a sports memorabilia organization, some artistic provenance now in it. This is bad AI art. I don't know what you think about this, but it does not look like this in about 30 years. What are your thoughts on this? Does this mean anything for us?
Well, of course, I think Donald Trump knows a lot how to raise attention from his followers,
Mm-hmm.
supporters, and he knows hell a lot how to monetize this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I don't know if so much he knows how to monetize crypto assets, but he
well,
definitely knows how to monetize his audience.
exactly. So this collection, from my perspective, this collection is merely for fundraising from his supporters, not from the crypto folks. And the very bold move was not to price in ETH, not to make all these degen ape collections and stuff like this. This is a mugshot. This is a piece of me. You can buy it online, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can speculate on this a bit later. So this is brilliant. And in crypto, and I know that in crypto, the most important asset is the attention of the audience.
Yes.
How you perceive, how they perceive you, how they like you, etc., etc. So this man definitely knows how to work with his audience. I like the
So I was
concept,
going
and
through their. I definitely agree with you. I was going through their FAQ, and this is something interesting. So some people call these NFTs. This is coming from what is a Trump digital trading card, and he does say some people call these NFTs. Others call them trading. They each have a unique identifier, is recorded on the blockchain, and can be used to certify. Notice it doesn't say anything about the art. Again, this art is, which is both fine and not fine, pending how you feel about your collecting. So, but I feel this could be turned off on any second, much more than other collections would do. Do you need a crypto wallet? They're like, we've teamed up with Web3 Auth to get you set up in a couple minutes during the checkout process. So that's what they're using. They're using Web3 Auth. Have you utilized them before?
we talk at conferences with the team of Web3Os, but we didn't use the services. But this is a pretty good
Mm-hmm.
approach, that you don't need to onboard your followers, etc. This is good. And specifically, it's a very big move forward for non-crypto natives to use stuff like this. So
Mm-hmm.
essentially, we can use like if you would be not a crypto native one, uh, to sign up,
Mm-hmm.
or my mom, or who like Trumps, essentially, to sign up with email or social login, and just click and buy this stuff. So this is good. This is super good.
Yes. One thing I ran into today, but I didn't put it on our agenda because I haven't had a chance to really delve into it, is I found a company that uses your actual social auth, so your Twitter OAuth, right, to create your wallet. And that is interesting, right? Like here, you still have to set up an account and such. This I saw this Twitter and link it, and it creates a wallet. And I thought that is some next gen sort of situations we've been all waiting for.
I think that the situation which we are really waiting for, or at least a lot of folks in crypto speculators industry waits for, is that Elon Musk gonna adopt Dogecoin or something else as a native solution for Twitter. Okay,
Yeah.
so Twitter would be like a wallet for your crypto and stuff like that, because it's very natural, and it tends to his idea of super app for X. Like
Yeah.
to make what's the Chinese, the most popular app. Sorry, I forgot.
WhatsApp.
The clone of
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
What?
Whatever.
No, it's not WhatsApp. It's oh, it's gonna kill me. I even have an account.
Okay, me neither. So he
Yeah.
definitely, this is going to be a very bold move with huge audience immediately on the crypto and X platform. So this is what we would take a look at, because at this moment when he gonna announce that, everything gonna be exploding,
Right.
just in time.
I have mixed feelings about having Elon be the one to make the all-in-one app ecosystem. Um, Back in the day when AI was just starting, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and Kick was the big thing on Kicks. Was it, and they created their own crypto ecosystem, which was just too early. What you would do is, as a member, they're just it would have their own token. You would use it as the currency for the apps that you build on top of it, and people would buy into it to use those apps on top of Kicks. They eventually had to close down because of basically it was just too early. They couldn't get enough users to do it and not understand it. But that's something I still think we're going to find. That's why even Reddit, right, took a big pause on the Web3, just within the last 6 months, where I was all ready for them to really incorporate a coin and make an ecosystem. They just slowed that process down. It'll be interesting to see what the critical mass to be able to happen. But so I guess I just answered my own question. Elon could do that.
For sure.
We'll just see.
For sure. He has the number one asset to make this happen is the audience. Okay.
Yes.
Same as the Donald Trump has everything to make his collection to succeed. Is the audience of his followers and supporters.
Yep. Well, I think we should, after the best thing to go after Trump is to show the sperm game, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Let's, because I'm on a laptop. Can you load up sperm game on your side? Because you have more processor speed to share it. Because I think I
Yeah.
would slow the thing down. And I will talk about the company while you build that, the world's largest. I'm starting to get to know these folks. They come from, this is their second product in this quarter. They just started doing the products in the last quarter. The first one was a video that is like 7 minutes long, heavily animated, and you would be able to create your NFT through frames of the video. So you would stop the video, and then you would frame the part of the video you wanted, like let's say just my head and not my ugly Christmas sweater, right? And then mint that particular thing. And they created these traits that you didn't know about, that if you connected with them in your NFT, you would garner certain sort of prizes, right? Because it would make it a rarity trait. But we were making these traits without even knowing it. Super creative. This is now their second product, Squid Game. Squid Game, what it does is it's free to play. Everyone can connect in, right? It is definitely a rated R game if you're watching. Feel free to play. And you are a sperm. That's Vic the sperm going down the pee, and he just crashed. He doesn't get people pregnant well. Let's see if he can. Dodge all that stuff. There you go. You'll see magazines and such. You could pick up those magazines, like see the spinning thing. You pick those up, and they go into your collection, right? And then you are creating by how between the stuff you pick up, the amount of time you play, and your score that keeps getting added up will give you coins that towards their new NFT that they're minting. In other words, if you are high enough on the leaderboard, you will get access to mint their upcoming NFT launch. They still have not done their official first NFT, right? They're just making blockchain situations. That is pretty interesting, right? Because if you look at their pages of time spent, users, daily users, right? and score, these are empirical metrics to show value and how meme economy works, right? People are playing this game, showing, and then the leaderboards are showing empirical proof of the worth and the care of people into this company.
And this is brilliant. By the way, I've heard rumors that this approach gonna be the next thing for crypto. Like we had the ICO, like we had the NFTs, and this is sort of airdrop situation. You heard this thing with the Bonk token and Solana. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Solana phone, by the way, and there were huge airdrops from Layer 0 and all this stuff. So people actually, projects, I mean, actually like to lock some value, to incentivize people to play, to use this, etc., etc. And they offer for something to be delivered later, which gonna have some value. So it's not that you gonna stake and have some value like it was in early DeFi time, okay, with Yarn Finance and everything like this. You have to do something, and you gonna receive some rewards after this, like in this sperm game. I would say the idea is gross and horrible. But the incentivization model is pretty much fresh for all this thing, and it might work. So all
And
games.
let's just be real about this sperm game. If you just open Unity, and you will see these things basically in the asset store that you can purchase, and then they just skin to look like this. We could all be doing this in your house. This is not like Mark Andreessen level funding of situations. This is a couple people who are competent and have a goal, right? Could do this. And so they're achieving it, right? Each moment they're creating, because like I said, they came from Hypebeast World and drop shipping, right? So they've learned to capitalize on the moment, to bring attention at the small moment that looks huge, right? As opposed to spread it out over too long of a time and it dilutes the moment, right? So they're
Exactly.
making this thing that's like, I don't know, 4 days that you could play it. Lots of hype, quick up hours, quick up daily users, right? And then say, okay, you had fun for free. Now let's airdrop you these coins that are free, but you're going to eventually do things with them. In other words, when we talk about what you brought up, speculation, some of the biggest differentiators between Web 2 and Web 3, Web 2 is ads, Web 3 is speculation, right? Like if you don't like ads, then you hated Web 2. If you're anti-speculation in your consumerism, then you're going to hate Web 3. But not everything in both, right, has a lot of ads in Web 2 or a lot of speculation in Web 3. Not everything is going to be distinctly that, but those are main tenets to think about. Whether you like it or not, you can't stop the rain, and that's a part of these constructs.
Exactly. So what I do like is a lot of games gonna bring this play to earn approach. Just a lot of them, mostly like useless. But the idea that you can earn something, it engage, bring early adopters and engage some traction. And take a look at Donald Trump, for example.
Mm-hmm.
He capitalized the attention. He focused and just sold his jacket. There is no other way to sell old man's jacket. There is no better way, I would say, than this.
No. And let's remember, to get access to a sliver of that jacket, you have to buy $4,700 worth of NFTs.
Exactly. So this is like a genius approach. I really like this.
It's one thing about sperm game and this Trump drop. both have deep cynicism in common. They're like pretty dark situations to me. But
Yeah,
that's very modern,
and
right?
this reminds
We
me,
laugh at trauma.
the one website, $1 million page. Do you remember this? It was a
Yes.
huge page sold by Pixels, exactly like that in the Web2 when Web2 rised. User-generated content is something like 2005 or 6 or something like this, or 7. So $1 million
Yep.
page. It was sold, and
Still there.
it was cool.
Yes. Someone about 2 years ago, I would have to really dig to find it, tried to make a Web3 version of that was tied into crypto and such, but it was basically the same thing. And so people would put in like pudgy penguins, that are all like 8-bit, pudgy things like that on it. It would take me a while to find it, but I would need to. One last, we are at 21, so I just want to show one last thing because we're in the physical goods situation, right? Let's just show this one last thing that Spotify did. Since we're in this physical good Web3 thing, let me share, present, share screen. I thought some of this was interesting, just as a little positivity. um, Independent artists or use Spotify wrapped merch to highlight their IYK app stuff. So is a new company that's just getting started that is basically making what they call physical. In other words, their digital token to get a physical output like that Trump situation. And so we're seeing that people are starting to really disclosure drop 1,000 remix on Spotify, a mixtape that sold out on Spotify as an NFT. Sound XYZ is a Web3 music collective, and they are doing very well on Spotify as well as Soho. I want to bring up like the positiveness of all this stuff. Tokimasta, which is a major artist, with paid crypto. Mega, one of my favorite bands growing up, an old metal band from the 90s, is now launching 5,000 NFTs. Megadeth. These people are older than me, and I'm not young. In entertainment, I don't know what does. Spinamp did their own rap, right? And NFTs are rapping really well together. And so I just wanted to bring that up. I feel we are going to move with the teen crowd, the Gen Z crowd, and the millennials. We are going to move towards these physical good things where people get tokens for physical goods and then could get on a marketplace, be it eBay or something that we at Visible Magic create for you. We that you could have this provenance from your ephemeral artifacts as well as provenance for your physical goods, all whipped up in a container. I'm all in on that.
Exactly, and I do like this idea of blending music and NFTs, and Spotify. Good example of doing that is a good example.
Spotify, which is one of the major music players in the world, right, have been slowly in the back playing around with Web3 tech for the last 6-ish years, 5-ish years. And they, just like Reddit, never wanted to say the word blockchain or an NFT, and they're just bringing it out. There is a there in terms of development needs for that the consumer wants, and consumer attention, speculation, and community that are all a part of modern branding. And that's part of what Web3 does.
Exactly. And one more time, if you need something like this, come to us. We're going to build this stuff for you because we're good at it.
Oh, Vic, you're the best. Vic is the CTO. I do some strategy work, and we are from Visible Magic. This may or may not have been our Christmas episode. I think we just did it. I love that all we did was talk about consumer products for our Christmas episode. We're going to come back. We have a bunch of stuff in the pipeline for us. Just yesterday I got us into a Pika.arts interface. We're going to start playing with that maybe next week. Our next podcast, we may make a little something together. Pika.art makes AI video. It's really awesome, an amazing tool. It's now in browser and not in the Discord. I think we may do that, and we're going to figure out ways to play around with it on this podcast to make it interesting and highlight it. Just kind of go through these tools next time. I think is what's going to go on to lead us out of the new year, right?
Exactly. So let's meet and play with generative video next time before the new year's gonna start.
Amen. All right. And once again, this is Shlomo, and that's Vic. We work for Visible Magic. We make a blockchain AI. We're just a dev house that's been around way too long because we have a lot of products. Give us a call. But also, more importantly, follow us, subscribe, give us hugs. We are needy people. We just need to be loved just like you. Web Visions, episode 6, 7, maybe 7? 6. Episode 6 out the door. See you all soon. Thank you very much.
See you soon. Thank you very much.